Oracle Park in San Francisco. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Matt Cain.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one hammered. Carrying well. See you later. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
It's Aaron Judge now. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So up next for New York, Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That's way outside. Ball 1. Mantle went deep in his most recent game. That's ball 2. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Out, number 2. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Babe Ruth.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Ramos gets under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the Show NYC. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. The lefty on the mound for the Yankees, Andy Pettitte. And Siggy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Here's Rafael Devers. Foul ball there. Out front for strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And Devers hits that one. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of
it. Willie Mays digging in now. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Devers headed home. He'll score easily. And now they trail by one. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Elliot Ramos. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. Swing and a foul out of play. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Got him swinging. Pettitte gets the strikeout. Here's the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
So here's Bader now. And there's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and he popped it up. Chisholm settles under this one. 2 away now.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Matt.
And here is Matt Chapman. On the ground, right side. Jazz toss the first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Giants get a run on the RBI double. 1 inning in the books here. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back here at Oracle Park, top of the second, Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball popped up. Devers under it. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bellinger, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Bounce to the right. Flips it, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting eighth, catcher, Jorge Posada.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jorge Posada.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Nope. Close, but call the ball. And the count is 2-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. Jorge Posada showing off his pop with a home run. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So two down. Now at the plate, Ryan McMahon. Popped up left side. That is that. Giants move closer with a homer this inning. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias. In the air, left side. Bellinger sizing it up, and a quick out, number one.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in with a homer in his last game. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
That's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Base hit, center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Up next for the
Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game. In the dirt. Two on, 2 outs. Strike 2.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball. And
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hold it in on the warning track. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 2 full. Yankees 3 and the Giants 1. Back here in San Francisco, top half of the 3rd inning, Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1, no strikes. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And ball 1.
Ball, that's in.
Sneaks through, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mickey Mantle now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Way upstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
Ball 2.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. That one felt good, and they add on. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. This one smacked out to left center. And base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
In the air to left center. Ramos has a beat on it. 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
One out man at first. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Grounder might be 2. They get 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Bellinger up to hit. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball 1.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Way inside. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back here at Oracle Park, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie Mays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That ball's carrying, and that one's gone into the bleachers. Willie Mays sends it out of here. His second of the year, and they cut into the lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a...
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. And now Bader up to the plate. First time up was a pop out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
Here's Matt Chapman. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Luis Ariz stands in. Popped out to left his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. Two on, 1 out. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Ariz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And
more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Adames swings through it for strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Stays alive. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. That's off the inside corner. And the count now even up. That one missing inside. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. It's got a chance. Just warning track makes the catch. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. It's now 6-2. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show NYC. As we go to the top of the fourth, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
This one in the air, center field. Mays takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. 0 for 1. He was robbed of a hit on a diving catch his first time up. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
What an outstanding effort, going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly. So that was awesome.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. They lead it 6-2.
Just give me one more chance to shine.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Haas in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. On the ground, McMahon whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Giants, catcher
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit, picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Rafael Devers. Out towards right center field. Mantle under it. And that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. Yankees 6 and the Giants 2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Spencer Bivens getting ready to make his season debut. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 280 pounds. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. That's a strike. One and 2 here. Got him. 1 away.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 out, runner at second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. No question about this one. It's out of here. He nails one out to right. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
1 down. Babe Ruth digs in now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ruth would pass Babe Ruth on the career homer list with a dinger in this one. Next offering is fouled back. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ruth tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
next for the Yankees.
2 down, bases empty. And next for New York, Derek Jeter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Last half of the 5th coming up. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC.
Why they keep trying to go dress me? Know that I'm deadly. Filled up with envy, broke down the pennies. That's when it gets tempting.
Bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie Mays.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up the middle. Throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder
Elliot Ramos, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder
Harrison Bader, the next Giant to hit. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. It's the Yankees 8 and the Giants 2.
I like the way you touch the floor when you drop it. Throw your hands up if you with it. I like the way you touch the floor when you drop it. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up. I like the way you touch the floor.
Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
left fielder Cody Bellinger.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. On the ground to first. Devers steps on the bag, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Catcher Jorge Posada.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Ball one there. And the 1-0. There's a line drive to left field. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Bivens gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Tristan Beck gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, center field. Mays under it. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead at 8-2. Well, we go bottom 6, and digging in for San Francisco, Matt Chapman.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That's smacked on a line to center. And there's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Giants.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Giants, the shortstop, Willie.
One out man at first. Willie Adames now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Giants.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. At the plate, Christian Koss. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Chapman off of first with 2 away. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So the Giants leave 1, and it's still 8-2. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Here's a high chopper. Adames, the throw to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Yankees.
Two
center
outs,
fielder,
base is
Mickey
empty.
Mantle.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees.
Nope. Ball 2.
And
Nope.
another ball.
That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. And that one ripped to left. And that is that. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 8 and the Giants 2. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And first offering is fouled off. Gets the outside corner with that one. Bailey wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. No challenges left for them now. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's Devers at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Mantle moving under this one. 2 up, 2 down. Willie Mays up to hit. He's a guy who does it all. Lifted in the air, out to left. Bellinger on his way over. And the inning is over. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Giants 2. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. We go to the 8th. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Just missed. Beck, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018.
Ball 2.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Next
Ball
offering
3.
misses. Full count now. That one misses.
Nope, that's
So
ball
a
4.
leadoff walk. And 1. In the air, left field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop.
Here's the
Derek Jeter.
shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busted down the first base line, beat the throw pretty easily. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Now a pop-up on the infield. Infield fly called there.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher.
Posada steps to the plate, and the bases are full. On the ground to first, could be 2. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tristan Beck won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
A
the
new
Giants,
pitcher in the game,
number
Landon
65.
Root.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Ryan McMahon will hit next.
That's a ball.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ball.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ruth at third. Jeter on at second with 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground,
that's foul.
and that's just foul. Two on, 2 outs. Called out on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees 9 and the Giants 2. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 8th. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. On the ground right side, Chisholm. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Giants,
Next to hit, Harrison Bader.
right fielder Harrison Bader.
That's
Movement
outside.
in the Yankees pen. Carlos Rodon, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Schiff warming up as well. The lefty, the 1-0. That's to third. Long throw to first. 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, third
Matt
baseman
Chapman up to the plate now.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And there's a ball. Struck him out. Pettit got him with a fastball. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Down 7. It's 9-2.
I can see it in their conscience, and I know they all watch. I've been balling since the YMC.
Back here at Oracle Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Sam Hentges, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
2-2 now. That one hammered center field. Going back. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Aaron Judge at the plate. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. Judge comes up empty there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. In the dirt, now 1-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Two down, bases empty. Now a chance for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fought off foul. In the air to left center. Mays on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now a 10-2 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair. And the leadoff man aboard. Willie Adames, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
That one to first, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So they're at the corners now. And now it's going to be Christian Koss. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Fouled off left side. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Pitch gets away to second. Not in time. He's safe. Adames up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the Giants down to their final out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate.
That ball went out.
So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
2 on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 strike away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. And they're all loaded up. Willie Mays now at the plate. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Bases loaded, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's ripped into the outfield. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees collect their first win of the season.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Gemini child who was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, Mad P, formed Mark. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Set your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust, stand on